What's going on, NFL fans and Atlanta Falcons fans? It's your boy Antoine Smitty Smith. Y'all know how I do it, man. Y'all know how I get down. But I had a quick fan question for Miss Carrie. If y'all know Miss Carrie, she's one time for the fan podcast co-host of Jack Spade, Bodie 3000, and she wanted to know, what if the Falcons traded Kyle Pitts? Who would take his spot? And that's an excellent question because that we don't know. They have five tight ends on the roster right now. Charlie Warner, Tegan Kiti Ariano, Felipe Franks, and um, Nicola. Oh, I can't pronounce that, man. I'm bad with names. Kalinich. Hope I pronounced that right. But he's a Canadian tight end, 6'4", 250 pounds. You have Charlie Warner, who we saw a little bit of last year, man. Charlie Warner, if you remember him, man, with San Francisco for a very long time, man. His first couple of years in the league, he's 6'5", 250. He's mainly a blocking tight end, but he does have receiving skills, which I feel like if they wanted to, they could implement him in the offense as well. So in that case, he's usually the one helping with the blocking, playing H back on the other side of McGarry and pass rush downs. So I think with him mainly, he's going to be a blocker. Then you look at the Texans' former tight end. I think he's another one of those guys that could be a receiving tight end. See, tight end is one of those positions that you don't really have to worry about when it comes to receiving, because if anybody can catch the ball, they can just catch the ball. Because if y'all remember that '98 season, outside of that season, what else did O.J. Santiago do? So it's one of those positions that can be filled. Felipe Franks, former quarterback, he's another one of those guys. He's, I think, 6'6", about 250, 245, 250, receiving tight end, special teams guy. And Kyle Pitts, we know last year was not a good year. 37 yards a game, career low. He did bounce back from that knee injury pretty good. Had a career high 4 touchdowns. But I think he could probably be expendable if you wanted to find a way to implement another tight end. See, because one thing about it is that Robinson's offense, anybody can play a major role, especially if they're hot, and especially if they're gonna do their job the correct way. But there's an undrafted free agent named Joshua Simon out of South Carolina, who I'm hearing is drawing rave, and they think the world of him. And for some reason, hey, I wouldn't doubt it, because he led South Carolina in reception yards and touchdowns last year. 40 catches, 519 yards, 7 touchdowns, 13-yard average. Now, he was a 6-year senior, so he stayed around a while. And the funny thing is, he's the same age as Kyle Pitts. But he's 6'4", 250, strong hands, can block, can catch. He's an all-world type player, tight end, something that all NFL scouts and coaches are looking for. So if he found a way to make the squad, they could find a way to replace Kyle Pitts. And also, you can see them going out and get a free agent to replace Kyle Pitts, because guess what? Now he put up a decent number, more touchdown catches. So one thing about it, he is replaceable, and I think they know that. So we'll see. But Miss Carrie, that's an excellent question. Who would take over as number one tight end? I think it would be Charlie Warner, or they could bring in a veteran, or since they're raving about Joshua Simon, he could possibly make the team, come in and fill that spot. But it he could be replaced with no problem, and I don't doubt that. But that is an excellent question, Miss Carrie. Thank you for dropping that question. Truly appreciate it. But who would take over for tight end if Kyle Pitts was to get traded? Let me know what y'all think. Drop those comments. Let's debate. Let's have fun, man. Y'all know how we do it on the Sports Machine. It's your boy Antoine Smitty Smith signing off. I will holler at y'all soon, man. Peace.